All right, folks, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Now, I don't normally do a 24-hour follow-up anymore, but I have to do one with this phone because I'm thoroughly impressed. So I use this device, and I've been using this for the last 24 hours straight through, only on 5G. I think the only thing I did over Wi-Fi was I downloaded some apps for the startup and things like that. But 99% of this usage is over 5G. So I started streaming after I ended the video or showed you the video. I was doing it before then, but I was streaming Pandora and Spotify pretty much the entire time of having this device. So everything on this page is all that I've been doing with this device. And that's down to YouTube, the studio been used, Twitter, Instagram, Pandora, Discord. I've just used everything on this page right here. And these are the applications that I have on this page. So it was the primary applications. So again, I normally don't do a 24-hour follow-up, but I had to with this phone because this phone is actually really good, folks. Performance has been fantastic. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. I mean, none. There have just been no issues. And I didn't expect any issues, but it just goes to show that you don't have to, the trend, the theory, I should say, of spending more than $400 for a device. I've proven this time and time again. And here again, ZTE, with this device, you don't have to. Now, again, I've been doing this all over 5G, and I'll touch on the battery here. But I started yesterday I started my day with Spotify for about an hour and a half or almost 2 hours. And then I switched over to Pandora for another 4+ hours. And I'm at 41%. And let's go ahead and look at the battery here. You can see it says I have approximately a little over 12 hours left. And I can switch to one of these and get 15 or 17 hours more battery. So you go to usage here. The battery usage, it was last charged 21 hours ago, just over 21 hours ago. Almost 22 hours ago it was charged. You can see that there. And you can see my usage here. So Spotify is where I started to use it, and I was at almost an hour and a half as stated. And then I switched over to Pandora for over 4 hours of usage. And so on. And YouTube was just under an hour approximately. I watched content and movies and things like that. So you can see the screen on time is 48.67%. And then you've got 3 hours and just about almost 15 minutes of screen on time. Now, screen on time is for you guys. I don't measure phones anymore hardly ever by screen on time because it doesn't show the real use of the device. This is my use of the device, and is it there for me when I need it to be there for me? That's what's important to me. That is what I like about having the usage on a battery. This is how I like to do it. I don't like to so much focus on whether or not it's got 12 hours of screen on time. When I give you those numbers, that's for you guys because that I guess that shows you some usage or how it's actually being done. But battery life on this thing, folks, is absolutely ridiculously. It's so good. And I streamed music. Sometimes I had the screen on. Sometimes I didn't have the screen on. It was on and off. Watching YouTube videos, just regular old things that I'm doing on the device. I had to follow up on this battery life. And I also, on this video, wanted to talk about the 5G service from Visible. Now, while the speeds definitely are not, to my standards, considered 5G, the phone kept signal. I never lost service. And this is, obviously I use Visible for I don't know how many years. So this shouldn't be a surprise, but I was indoors inside of a large building and walking around streaming in the house, just streaming everywhere. And I definitely have had no issues. I'm not surprised, but I'm more happy, I guess I should say. I'm ecstatic that Visible service running on Verizon network is still absolutely great. This is a huge plus because when you're going to a service like Visible or Mint Mobile, you probably sometimes, or Cricket Wireless, you don't probably have as much, or Metro by T-Mobile, all those little sub companies, you don't have as much confidence in them as you would have for the primary service provider. But I gotta tell you, the performance is great on here. The phone is getting good battery on 5G because the signal is strong. If you have a weak signal on your device, you're not going to get the best battery life. And this is just a proven fact. So if you were buying this phone for the battery, or you were wondering how the battery was going to be, the true test to me really comes in the first 24 hours of using the phone. And I don't follow up very much on phones, like I said, anymore. Within 24 hours, I give it a week or 3 to 5 days. But I had to tell you about this battery because to me, this means this battery is going to be fantastic in the long run. It's still getting broken in. It's still getting, when I say getting broken in, it's getting used to what I'm going to be doing with it. Now, the only disadvantage I would see about this phone so far is that it's visible wireless and Yahoo Mobile only or something like that. So I believe getting it unlocked is going to be probably an easy task. Or if you can find one unlocked, I recommend this to be used on any carrier. I mean, this is this is just another one of those phones that is just straight up great. It is a great phone, and the battery life is going to be sick. So I wasn't planning on pushing out a 24-hour video, but I might have to go ahead and do a 48-hour video 2 days later as well, just to show you how much battery I actually got out of this thing, or just letting you know this is where the battery died. And the performance on here is great. I mean, that's not even an issue. The RAM, the 128 gigs, the 6 gigs, the 765G, coupled with Verizon's network, man, it is a huge, huge plus. Yes, I said it. It's fantastic. So I wanted to give you a quick follow-up video and let you guys know this phone is great, man. And this isn't a sales pitch. Visible isn't telling me to do this. ZTE isn't telling me to do this. It's just a reviewer's standpoint, trying to be as realistic as possible. This is an awesome phone so far, and I already recommend it. Seriously, I have notifications. As you can see, I'm getting lots of notifications on my back porch because, well, the dog's running around on there. He's out there playing. So I'm getting notifications. I didn't turn any of that off. I have everything syncing except for NFC, and I had Wi-Fi off. And everything else, the screen brightness is on auto. All notifications are coming in. I've got 4 emails linked to this one. I have my iOS mail coming here, my Apple iPhone mail coming here, and I also have 3 other Gmail accounts coming here. And that just gives you some sense of how great this battery could be for you. And that is the truth, folks. I gain nothing by lying to you, but obviously I'm really impressed with this phone. And when I tell you, hey, you should check it out, it's not like I'm making any money when you buy it. I'm just, again, being that reviewer that's going to review phones that are under $500 that I think are totally worth the money. And already I can tell you for $360, I think that's what this phone is right now in Visible. If you have Visible Wireless, or you don't, if you're thinking about going to Visible Wireless, I recommend it. I do. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed an update on the battery life and service from Visible with this particular phone. 5G, running strong. It's good, man. I'm loving it so far. I'll see you in the next video. Leave any questions down below about battery, service, and things like that, and I'll try to answer all of those for you. Take care.